on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a week in the life with me using the brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And I have an absolutely packed week, so I thought this would be the perfect time to record this video. So this week, we're actually gonna be picking up the brand new iPad mini that just got announced. There's definitely some mixed feelings about that, so I'm excited to kind of get one for myself and actually try it out. I also have been using the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in that black colorway every single day. I absolutely love this thing. And then it's also drop week for my brand Lab Culture, which you guys are gonna see my entire prep of that and also the launch day. Yeah, it's actually gonna be an insane week. And the entire idea here is to show you guys how I actually utilize my iPhone in my everyday life, being a content creator, being a small business owner, and honestly just kind of living life as a normal, I guess, everyday person as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you drop it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. These shoes are absolutely fire. All right, so right now I'm actually packaging up a little care package. I'm sending out to my homie Big E. I'm sure you guys probably know who he is if you follow me on socials. One of the good homies, but he's been streaming pretty much every single day and he's always rocking my hats and he really likes one of the new colorways dropping. So I'm gonna send him out a couple of the new hats early with the intent that he gets it before the launch and maybe rocks it on a stream or something for a little promotion. So packaging these all by hand still, which by the way, the feedback on the first launch was awesome. I've been trying to really add a lot of little details to everything I do. I think details matter so much. But the feedback on the first launch was unreal. In case you guys didn't watch that vlog, you definitely should go check it out. But we sold out in 90 seconds. So this next drop, I went a lot bigger. And let's hope that was the right decision. Let me actually show you guys the hats that are dropping in this next drop, which by the time this video drops, it's gonna be TBD if things are sold out or not, so definitely stay tuned. But in this vlog, you guys will actually get a sneak peek of even the next launch too. But let me show you the 3 hats dropping in this drop. So kind of the main hat of this drop, I would say, is this one right here. So it's obviously all black with that neon orange accents on it. Got the Lab Culture main logo, little LC on the side, and then I added a little spider web in a 24, kind of like a Halloween special limited edition. So this one's dropping, as well as this one, which is kind of a two-tone green and tan with the white. And honestly, maybe my favorite, just because I love camo. We have the camo with the white LC initials on the front, Lab Culture on the side, and I love how this turned out. And I think these 3 together look really, really good. And then boom, tape this thing up, shipping label on the side, bada bing, bada boom. So actually right now, I'm about to head out the house. We gotta go grab a haircut. You guys are coming with me. I'm gonna drop this off at UPS on the way to try to get this sent out today. So we gotta roll. Okay, so I switched over to the fisheye just because it's so much smaller and we're about to head out. So I thought it would just be easier, but I figured I'd give you guys a little outfit of the day here. Whenever you film on this fisheye, it just seems insane how wide it is, and also you can just see so much, so you might see a little bit of a mess. But we obviously got the camo Lab Culture hat up top. We got an uninterrupted tee. These are just some Lulu joggers. And then we gotta have the brand new medium Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, which arguably might be the best colorway yet. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. We gotta leave because we're gonna be late. All right, so as we're walking to UPS, I figured I should at least give you guys a rundown on which iPhone I have, right? If you guys didn't check out one of my last videos, kind of talked about picking up the iPhone, my decision as to why and all that. Well, I actually picked up the Desert Titanium colorway, which to me looks very rose gold. So actually during my return window, I went back and swapped it out. So I now am rocking the Black Titanium. I do have a case on it right now, which we can talk about more later. But iPhone 16 Pro Max, Black Titanium, 512 gigabyte. That's the phone I'm rocking right now. And so far, I absolutely love it. All right, so hopefully this is all exposed properly here. It's a little bit weird being on this fisheye, so a little getting used to. I don't usually vlog on this thing, but low-key, it's so lightweight. It's actually really nice. So dropped off that package. I'll have to text E, send him the tracking info. But this is actually one of my favorite parts of Chicago. This is actually called a Printer's Row. You guys can see kind of this row behind me. It's an old like train station, I believe. And then all around here, there's like some of my favorite coffee shops. There's like a wine shop, a bookstore, one of the best pizza and restaurants I've been able to find in Chicago. So just a really cool area, and everything around here is walkable. So obviously just dropped that stuff off at UPS there. And now we're gonna go walk to my haircut, which is like less than 5 minutes away, which is something that was really weird for me to get used to when moving to Chicago from living in Ohio most of my life, was just not driving as much, especially when I was working. I was driving like maybe 2 times a month. Now that I'm full-time, my schedule kind of allows me to do a little bit more. So I've been driving more, but being able to walk everywhere is really, really nice, especially when it's nice weather, that's for sure. This right here is actually one of my favorite coffee shops. And look, it's like big open windows. Obviously right now, we're not stopping there, but actually we literally might go there at some point this week in this video. So we'll see. The camera control button, that's something where you gotta talk about more in depth. So I'll save my thoughts for a little bit later, but spoiler, it's nice, but I haven't used it very many times. Let's just say that. Vlogging today. Thank you. All right, so shout out to my guy Josh for getting the haircut right. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I recently switched up kind of the style of my haircut. It's kind of a whole new era for everything for me, so I figured a change. What I was saying was, recently changed up my hairstyle. Whole new kind of era of life for me, you know, full time, got the business popping. It just was time to switch things up and have something fresh, so loving it. And it looks fire in a hat too, which is obviously important right now. All right, so we are obviously back in the lab here, and I have quite a busy afternoon. I need to finish up a brand deal that I'm doing for DJI, which very excited about that. Need to get that knocked out. Also, I've been kind of challenging myself to do more and more different types of content, I guess, and something I've teased on this channel now for quite some time is live streaming, and I think that is for sure something I want to do more of, or I guess even start doing long term. But until I figure out if I want to do it on YouTube, Twitch, or maybe even Kick, I've been toying with the idea of doing some TikTok lives. So I think I might just rip a TikTok live right now. Me and Rob, Big Rob Energy, he's been starting to stream again, which is super cool. And we both are challenging each other to kind of do these things. So brand deal, TikTok live stream, so busy afternoon. We gotta get after it. And I've actually never done a TikTok live, so we're gonna see how this goes. It's just kind of something fun to try to do. And I think every creator needs to always try to evolve and add in new layers of content. Right now, streaming on my iPhone 16 Pro Max, so let me know how the how it looks and I guess how the audio works and everything, because I'm just ripping it straight from my iPhone right now. Doing a little TikTok live right now. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the community. Okay, so quick little check-in because it's been a little bit. I just got done filming the brand deal for DJI, so that's why I changed my shirt. The TikTok live was actually really fun. That's something I want to do more and more of. I was only going to do it for like 30 minutes, and then I ended up doing it 90 minutes because it was just a good time, and so many people came through. I think we peaked at 300 viewers, which that's kind of crazy. But I wanted a quick little update here. It is now 4:11 p.m. And my phone is still at 47% battery life. And that's something I want to touch on because honestly, with the 15 Pro Max phone, I honestly felt like the battery life wasn't that great, especially because the phone got so hot often. But you know, I'm a very heavy user. It's 4 o'clock, it's still at basically half percentage at 47%. And that's even including a 90-minute live stream on TikTok on my iPhone. So far the battery life has been in my opinion, quite a big upgrade from last year. And that's definitely something I've noticed over the last couple of weeks as well. But right now I need to sit down and knock out this edit, which actually should be pretty easy. I was talking about the DJI Mic 2, which I genuinely love and I use often. So kind of how you want brand deals to happen, right? You want to be doing it with brands that you actually use or you would use. So making a video talking about my 3 favorite things about the DJI Mic 2 was really simple to do. So gonna edit that up right now. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Does anybody else feel like they get packages like every day? Amazon stuff, but now the brands send me things. It's like nonstop. Cool. Thank you. Okay, so as you guys saw, got a few packages. So let's do a quick little unboxing here. See what we got. Some more labels for Lab Culture. Needed another pack of 500 because we're moving orders out here. So actually no, there's better ways to get that, but for the first few, I'm just buying them off Amazon for now. Another thing from Amazon. Oh, yeah, let's see. This is, okay, so I got this to try out. It's basically like this little plastic thing that goes on your wall. Like this attaches to your wall and then you can stack hats up in it. So like if this is on your wall, a hat can go in there and then you can stack a bunch of them. Just because obviously I got a lot of hats these days. So I'm gonna put that on the wall somewhere, but I will add this to my Amazon storefront, which is linked below if you guys want to check one out too. Okay, sweet. So this is something from Kodak, which I'm in a long-term partnership for them over on TikTok, and they make some really cool products. So that, I'm not gonna unbox that quite yet, but that will be going over on TikTok. And then this right here, this is a couple samples from overseas. There's always a balance with trying to do business stuff and brand stuff where you get these things produced from. I want to do these things in the States, but I also don't want things to have to be $1 million for sales. So just kind of starting the process, trying to figure out manufacturing overseas and just getting some samples and stuff like that in. So let me open these up out of frame here. Yeah, holy yeah, these are gonna be for a first round sample. These could potentially work. Very cool. So I'm gonna have to try these on later, but one thing I'll say is we're just getting started. Also, just a quick little update on the battery life since I touched on it earlier. It is now 7:55. I'm at 27%. And honestly, this is with pretty heavy use today. So is it dramatically better than last year? I'm not sure. A new phone's always gonna have great battery life, right? But I'm definitely impressed with this one so far. So for the rest of this evening, I honestly just kind of have to do some dirty work, some admin stuff, respond to some emails. I gotta send off the DJI brand deal, get that uploaded and sent off. So at this point, I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it is obviously now day 2 of the vlog, and I've been spending most of my morning sitting right here at the kitchen counter on my laptop, just getting some busy work done. Had to respond to some brand deal things, some just real life things. I had to call our vet for Mocha here for a little bit. So it's just kind of been a busy morning of that type of stuff. But I actually just got a very exciting email regarding the t-shirts that are being printed right now for Lab Culture. And fingers crossed, we might be able to actually go check them out, screen printing some of this stuff later this week. So TBD on that, but fingers crossed. But as for me right now, I'm about to close my laptop. I'm just going to crack an energy drink and hit some cardio downstairs. I've been super on my gym grind lately. So I've been trying to hit the gym pretty much every day, at least 5 times a week. But especially when I'm just doing like busy stuff, like responding to emails and things, I really don't mind just doing it on the treadmill. Like you might as well, right? But I figured while I go hit some cardio downstairs, I'm gonna flash back to a couple weeks ago for you guys when I went to go check out this print shop for the very first time, because it's such a sick place. And we actually tested out the new ultra wide camera on the 16 Pro Max. I'll show you guys some photos from that. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. All right, so right now we are headed to a local print shop here in Chicago to just kind of check out their facility, check out a few different blank samples and just different print styles, because with everything I'm trying to do with Lab Culture, hats was the first thing, but as I mentioned, hats are not going to be the only thing that I do. So a lot more things in the plans that take a little bit more time, but in the meantime, I want to get some apparel going, t-shirts, probably some hoodies with the weather coming. So I'm checking out a few places in Chicago to see if it kind of fits my needs. I'm gonna go to one right now. We'll see what it's like.
So what you're saying right now, this is all part of one order. So we
Yeah. Which is nice.
It is. It's super dope. The only thing with them is, like, that's black out the box, so it's a little bit washed.
Kind of faded, yeah.
Because it's garment dyed. Whereas these are like more fashion. Hey, this is boxy. This is just meant to be a normal fitting shirt, but it's really heavy. This is one we did for my old office downtown, the Chicago office.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Other ones that we really like using.
Is this that same one you're saying? Yeah, I'm trying to see which one is my top. I think probably one of these two, like the oversized one.
Yeah,
that's at least right in a second.
Down here towards oversized printing. Oversized printing. I want you to do it, and once you do that, so after the screens get stretched over there, they come in here, and then your artwork gets sent here and it gets printed directly onto the screen, which back in the day when I was a kid, so wherever you see light coming through, that's where the ink is going to come through.
All right, so that went honestly as good as it possibly could have. I feel like that place is exactly my vibe. Like if I were to make a screen printing shop, it would be here. But the guys were awesome. They showed us a ton of different blanks and printing styles. So I think at this point, I know what I want to order and what I want out of this. So next steps is gonna be sending over the artwork that's already finished and get some t-shirts going. So stay tuned, very excited. On to the next. All right, so I'm back from the gym, just made a little protein smoothie, and I've been drinking this pretty much every day since I've kind of had the same routine recently. Got some skim milk, 2 scoops of protein. This is a strawberry shortcake flavor, very good. Peanut butter, a little bit of local honey, banana, and that right there is the post-workout shake. And it has felt so good to be on somewhat of a routine recently, working out right, trying to eat better. Everything makes a huge difference across the board. But this month right now of October is actually the first month that I haven't had a flight booked. And I think honestly like 3+ years. I could be wrong. There might've been a month in there somewhere, but I feel like I was flying like every 2 weeks for my entire time at Ghost and even when I was previously at Express before that. So it's been great to be in a routine this last month or so. And it's such a crazy concept, right? You sleep consistently, you eat better, you take care of your body, and it just carries out through everything you do, including content. So crazy concept, I know. So if you can, take care of your health. It makes a huge, huge difference. Quick little pup date on the dogs. Mocha's sitting here, chilling, relaxing in her bed. Got Daphne over here in her bed as well. And it's actually funny. Let me know if anyone else does this down in the comments below, but we're crazy dog parents. So there's all these like lo-fi YouTube live channels. There's so many of them that are like Simpsons characters smoking. And for whatever reason, they just play like vibey lo-fi hip hop music. And whenever we put that on, the dogs absolutely love it. I swear they just like zone out and vibe. It's absolutely hilarious. All right, so when I got back from the gym, or once I finished the gym, I had a few packages downstairs. I swear the front desk people that sign for all the packages that come in know me by name. But I swear at this point, half the things that come through, I'm not even buying. They're just showing up. But there's a few. All right, so this is actually part of, I know this isn't even the whole thing, but I'm doing an upcoming project with Sony. So shout out to Sony. You know, I absolutely love them. Wow. Not shout out to FedEx though, but we're building basically a full surround sound home theater system. But we're actually waiting for one more piece of this to come in, which is the brand new 75-inch TV, which I am so stoked for. And that will go right here on this wall, replacing our current TV. It'll be a nice big upgrade. But yeah, I feel like I haven't really showed you guys the living room in the daytime all the time. With so much natural light, it can be tricky filming in here, but it's a little moody today, so it's a vibe. Yeah, we're gonna be upgrading this at some point in the future. I think the TV doesn't come for like another week, but be on the lookout for that in the future. Very hyped about that project. Let's go, dogs. Going outside. Mocha and Daphne doing their thing out here. All right, so I figured this is the perfect time to test out the audio mixes on the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. As you guys can tell, we're outside in downtown Chicago right now. there is a train behind me. So I'm curious to know how this sounds. I should be able to screen record and show some of the different options, but from seeing other people's testing, it sounded pretty impressive, and I think it's something a lot of people would use. So curious to know how this sounds. It's pretty noisy out here, so honestly anything would be a pretty big help. And since we're already here, I figured I might as well record a clip with the front camera too, just because, man, it's so much easier being able to see yourself when you record. And I truthfully feel like this is how people want to record. I do wish these new iPhones had an ultra wide on the front. I think that's something that's much needed. Obviously, I got some hats here on the desk, taking some photos, and I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. From just an idea on my desk here to final photo, turned out absolutely fire. So hyped for this drop. Also listening to the new Linkin Park with the new lead singer, R.I.P. Chester. Low-key, it's kind of fire though. And pro tip for any creative out there, anyone trying to take good photos, lighting is your best friend. Lighting takes you so far. I mean, this was the entire setup and I got some crispy looking photos. So this one turned out great. Kind of do the same thing for the two other colorways, so everything can look nice and cohesive for the drop. All right, so for dinner tonight, Miranda whipped up a little spaghetti, turkey meatball, protein pasta. This looks absolutely fire. I figured I'd share with you guys another update on my iPhone battery life. So this is the second day of this vlog, right? And this is 3% at 9:24. So it got me pretty much through the whole day. I'm still gonna be up for a couple more hours, so I'm gonna have to throw it on the charge, but check that out down there. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. I wasn't aware of it until I accidentally did it, but Apple now has a sports app, and if you add your favorite teams, you can have it set up to give you live play-by-play stats and updates and everything during the game. So it shows you the score and even play-by-play stuff on your lock screen, which is so sick. As of today, the NBA is back. Just had the Celtics game on, and now we are watching the Lakers and Timberwolves. I'm a huge LeBron guy, so go Lakers. But honestly, for the rest of the evening, I'm probably just gonna be working on some website stuff, finishing up some of these photos, and watching this Lakers game kind of up on the TV while I get this stuff done. So more than likely, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow because we gotta go pick up that new iPad mini. It's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. I love the mini, but yeah, I think we all wish there was a little bit more.
But you know, for what it is,
yeah,
it's pretty good.
I like the size. My iPad's never gonna replace my MacBook for me. So whenever I was traveling, if I also brought like an iPad Pro, it just felt so redundant to my MacBook, and just like so much. Yeah, so I was just like, and then if you get the Magic Keyboard with it, it's like.
It's even worse.
But so that's why I like this one because you can throw it in with anything and it's still.
It's nice. What lens do you use?
I think probably the one that resonates.
This is a 16 to 35.
1635. How much you pay for that? Like $4.90.
If you guys didn't know, if you watched my channel before, this is the Apple store. It's kind of like my home Apple store. This is the Michigan Avenue store in downtown Chicago. And it's one of the most iconic ones because it's down here literally on the river. It's right here. And it's one of the best looking stores in the entire world, in my opinion. And you're talking to someone who used to work in an Apple store, right? But it actually is funny because at this point, a good amount of these employees actually know me in here. I walked down, because you know, you always try to be courteous. I walked down there and I told the guy, oh yeah, you know, I'm here for a pickup. And he goes, come on, you know where to go. But bag secured, iPad mini, new iPad mini. Lots of thoughts on this. I'll share more once we get home. It's like a little fall festival going on downtown by the river right now. A little Day of the Dead and a bunch of fall stuff. Random, but cool. A Okay, I'll try that iced, please, with oat milk.
Got it. 12 or 16 ounce?
Let's do 16. All right, so we just got the seasonal coffee at Blue Bottle. It's called the Black Cardamom Latte. How to get with oat milk, obviously. It has like orange and I don't even know what else. That's really, really good. I feel like Blue Bottle is too like bougie to have like a pumpkin latte, but I really wish they did because they're one of my favorite coffee shops, honestly. But yeah, this is actually fire. So real quick, I thought, you know, us being outside the Apple store, it's time to have a quick little convo about Apple Intelligence. So the iPad mini didn't get a ton of upgrades, and this isn't an entire iPad mini video, but I think some of us iPad mini fans were expecting a little bit more this year, but the big push is just to allow all these new devices to be able to use Apple Intelligence. It's gonna be one of those things though where I think all of us have to use a little bit more and see how it actually can be utilized in our day-to-day life. But a couple of my standout features that I've been using a lot is that it summarizes emails for you. So like the first couple lines you can read, it kind of gives you a quick little summary of what that email entails. And I think all of us get a ton of emails, right? But especially for someone like myself who's getting so many emails a day about different brand deal things, and I'm not saying that as a flex, I'm saying that as like I get a ton of just crap spam emails that like are really nothing. So it really helps just kind of have those quick hit summarizations. I can kind of just breeze through things quickly. And then the other feature I enjoy a lot is that you can have it rewrite different paragraphs for you. So if you have a paragraph of text or whatever, you can highlight it and then have it rewrite it for you. Kind of have it like shorten and summarize it. If you want it to be a little bit not as long, you can have it rewrite it so it is more professional sounding. You can have it rewrite it so it sounds more friendly. And actually after my testing, it's crazy how good it is, and I think it's really, really helpful. I could see this being helpful for really honestly anyone, just in different ways. Yeah, no, you're good. It's JHawk, JHawk.
Okay.
That's me. That's me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nice meeting you.
All right, nice meeting you too. Thank you. It's so funny if you're holding a camera somewhere, especially if you're like in downtown a city like this that's just huge. One, it's just more normalized because so many people are here like tourists, just visiting. So many people have cameras around. But obviously, you also just have an influx of content creators. So it's cool. Random people come up to you, hey, you do YouTube, you do TikTok, and you know what? Yeah, I do, and somehow I do this full time. While I'm downtown here, weather's perfect, I'm going to take a few photos with that new ultra wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max in Pro RAW, then we can edit them back at home later. Beautiful day downtown, new iPad mini, little Blue Bottle coffee. Can't be mad about that. This video might be super long, and I'm honestly okay with that. And I didn't even say this, but we got the green, tan, and white Lab Culture hat today. This one is absolutely fire. And then I had to throw on the medium olive shoes again. I usually try to switch up my shoes, like not wear the same pair twice in a week, but these are so fire right now. I've just been rocking them pretty much every day. All right, I'm rambling. Time to take some pics. All right, so I actually just switched over to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I honestly plan on doing some more content around. I'm actually gonna be working on a new vertical here shortly, but anyways, that's beside the point. But right now I'm going to be shooting one of my kind of signature ASMR unboxings for the Mini. So I need my Sony FX3 for that. So I figured I'd show you guys a little behind the scenes of me doing this whole thing. So let's get it. Now this thing really just follows you around, huh? It's so funny because I feel like my office, a lot of people think clean 24/7, but any creative knows their working space is just sometimes just a complete mess. But this is, I get asked often what I use for my overhead stuff, and it's this right here. It's like a Manfrotto overhead rig. I have everything that I use gear-wise, and honestly pretty much every piece of tech in my office on my Amazon storefront down in my description if you're really curious. I'm gonna set you guys over here so you can get some BTS of this whole thing. Hopefully you can see what's going on. clip was 14 minutes long. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, so that's how I film these. Throw it on this overhead rig, do a little ASMR, make sure everything else is quiet in here. Man, I actually kind of low-key like vlogging on this. I might have to do this more often. But now I'm going to edit this reel real quick, get it up today because the iPad mini just dropped today, so that's important. So that's what I'm gonna do for the next little bit. All right, so for lunch, which is a sad lunch because it's 3:39. I feel like that's just what happens on content days, but I got a little air fried tilapia with the Trader Joe's salmon seasoning. It is absolutely goated, and then a tiny bit of mashed potatoes. Random combo, but low-key pretty good. Okay, so real talk, I completely lost track of time today. I've genuinely been sitting here at my desk in this chair since about 4 o'clock. Like, I've gotten up 4 times to go to the bathroom and to eat, and that was it. I knocked out a couple brand deal concepts, a brand deal revision, responded to a bunch of emails, and then actually finished up the launch emails and like the reminder emails for the drop on Friday. Like today I sent out like a 48 hours out email, then I set up the ones for 24 hours out, and then the drop is now live for Friday. So honestly, it hasn't been really the most exciting day, but we do have the new iPad mini in hand. I need to get some sleep and not stare at a computer anymore. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So right now headed over to the big gym. I'm gonna go get in a quick workout. Honestly, it's an absolutely packed day. I have a million things to do for this launch tomorrow, but trying to get my health in order, so workout comes number one. Also, I figured I would just shoot this entire kind of little segment on the 16 Pro Max. We can really test out how it looks, audio, all that kind of stuff. And real quick, I did also want to mention my thoughts so far on the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black titanium. I came from the Apple Watch 4 and I like the Apple Watch, but I just got away from wearing it all the time. But especially now that I'm really trying to put my fitness kind of in the forefront and just take care of myself, I'm absolutely loving this watch, and it's probably my favorite Apple Watch so far. A lot of people are wondering why I went for this one over the 10. Personally, I just kind of like the design of this one a little bit better, and the fact that you can go 3 days at a time without charging it has been super helpful. Been sleeping with it to keep track of my sleep. You throw it on the charger while you're in the shower every couple of days, and then you don't really even have to worry about it anymore. So yeah, absolutely love it. And for anyone wondering, because I've been getting a lot of questions for the black titanium colorway, so far completely spotless. There's no scratches on it or anything. I know some people are concerned about that. I feel like I take pretty good care of it, but yeah, love the Apple Watch Ultra 2 black titanium so far. Also, let me know if anyone would be interested in one of these. I personally love trucker hats, especially when working out, because your head can obviously breathe. So I made like 5 one-of-ones that are black with white text on it for myself. But if anyone else is interested in them, maybe I'll do like a small run of them in the future. So definitely let me know. The best part about being full-time and not working, 9 to 5 is going to the gym in the middle of the day at like 10 a.m. There's no one here. Like, it's completely dead. So quick little workout before we move on with the rest of the day. Fun fact, I used to get on this train station every single day to go to work. So I now haven't ridden that train, the L, in 3 months. Crazy feeling. Yeah, every day for 2+ years. Wild. So here at my favorite store on earth, Trader Joe's. If you know, you know, but gotta pick up some flowers for Miranda. So
Gonna grab a few of those here. Maybe a couple other things. Everything in the store is so dangerous, especially the freezer section. Best place ever. But just gonna pick up one thing. She likes these a lot. So just gotta grab those too. You know, have to.
Good, you found everything all right?
All right, so I got a ton of flowers for her. I had to put them in 2 vases because there's so many, so I just got done doing all those. But today is actually our anniversary, so it's a very special day. And guys out there, you know, just go get your girl flowers, even if it's just for no reason, just because. But yeah, hopefully she likes these when she gets home. Got a couple of her other favorite things from Trader Joe's or things to try out. But it's a very special day and something we gotta celebrate. And I would not be able to do what I do, especially now being full-time, doing the stuff with Lab Culture. She helps me out so much, so huge shout out to her. But she actually works late today, so we're going to actually celebrate this weekend. But since, you know, it's today, wanted to at least get her flowers, a couple of her favorite things from Trader Joe's, and maybe one more surprise later. We'll see. All right, so just was filming a clip right here. I'm trying to show you guys as much as I can this vlog this week. Just got done filming a vertical video right here. I am trying to get out a vertical for tomorrow. We're about 24 hours out from the launch, so I'm making a reel just talking about the launches tomorrow. So just shot that on the FX3. Right now we're on the Osmo. So I'm gonna edit this up and see if I can get it out ASAP. All right, so a little bit later, it's now like 5:30, but I've been going through, as you guys can see, there's a bunch of hats on the counter. I still have a bunch more to go through, but I'm just quality checking all of them to make sure everything's up to my standard, because I don't want anyone to get a hat that they're not happy with. So happy to say, we're looking good, but I've gone through each and every single one individually just to double check. Put away a few for kind of like an emergency stash for myself, but right now I'm sending early access to just a couple of my close friends just to kind of test the website. And then I think later tonight, I'm gonna start pre-packaging up some boxes just to save some time for tomorrow. So big day, biggest drop yet. Second drop, biggest drop yet, but stoked. I think it's gonna go well. All right, so we just prepped the first 100 boxes to try to get a jump start on tomorrow. But now it's time to try the crumble cookies and see how these flavors are. All right, so this is the lineup. This one honestly is looking pretty sad, so I don't know what's going on there, crumble. But we got, this is banana upside down cake. This one right here is pink velvet cake. This one's confetti milkshake. And then this one is the sticky bun. All right, what's this one? Sticky cake or whatever, sticky bun. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna give that a 8.3, 8.0 over there. By the way, Miranda doesn't want to be on camera right now. Long work day. Daphne does though. The red velvet cake.
Yeah,
Their frosting is good. 9.2.
9.4.
So is the confetti cake or something. Pretty good too. 8.7. I was also gonna say 8.7. 8.7. We're gonna try this very sad looking banana upside down cake. It literally just looks like an overcooked banana muffin. Does this look like banana upside down cake to you? No, this looks like a muffin. I like that more than I thought I would. Just way too big. It could literally be half that size. Yeah, presentation awful. Negative points. I'm gonna give the rating, I'm gonna go 7.5.
That was generous. A 5.5.
5.5. Wow. Okay. So yeah, red velvet 1. I'm gonna go sticky bun 2, confetti 3, banana bread 4. Thoughts?
Agreed.
I agree. With that being said, I'm absolutely exhausted. Tomorrow's gonna be a huge day. Catch you guys in the AM. All right, guys, it's officially drop day. So right now we are about an hour out, and I have a few last things to prep. You try to have the window open for some fresh air, and downtown Chicago is just too loud. But as I was saying, it's drop day. We're less than an hour out, so just finishing up things for the website. It's kind of scheduling my social posts and all that stuff, so we are ready to rock. But I'm very excited, little nervous, as always, right? But nervous just means you care. I have a really good feeling about it, so yeah, fingers crossed. This feeling right here, 5 minutes out, this is what it's all about. E is streaming right now on Kick. Wait, I gotta mute him. He's gonna DMCA strike me. But E right now, streaming on Kick, promoting the drop right before it goes live. Shout out to my guy right there. Gonna take the password off the website, which is not working. All right, we're open. We're open. We're open. We're live. We're live. All right, let me put the camera right here. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me refresh. I'm literally shaking. Let's hope it's all good, huh? Cloudculture.co. Oh shit, let's go, baby. Let's go. They're coming in, they're coming in. Holy. All right, we're popping. Things are popping. Things are popping. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's dude, there's like, it went live like 20 seconds ago. Okay, hang on. They're just crushing right now. Oh my god, I'm trying to get all my posts up. Let's go, come on. Look at all the people on the website right now. This is crazy. All right, hang on, it's dark here. All right, so a couple minutes in, one color's already sold out. Sorry, you're hearing a lot of cha-chings right now, but one color's already sold out. Everything is going very, very good. Okay, so it's shortly after the drop here, and it went absolutely insane. Blew the first drop out of the water. One of the colorways went so fast. The entire point of this is I want to get these into people's hands right now, so we'll see how long the rest of these last, but drop 2, huge success, such an insane feeling. Just an absolutely insane day. So if you guys remember earlier this week when I said there might be a chance for us to go check out stuff for the next drop, the t-shirts, well, just got a call. They're about to run them right now. So yeah, we are now right after that drop gonna go check out some of the stuff for hopefully the next drop. But this actually kind of works out because orders are still coming in. So while those kind of build up, I can go check out this stuff and then we can kind of batch a bunch of these orders together. So let's go see how this stuff's looking. So we just pulled up to the print shop and things are looking so good. It's just so cool to see stuff actually in person. So right now they just ran the cream color and they're about to set up for the black color. So it's cool that I'm here because I'm able to kind of double check things before they run it. But very surreal moment, especially after the other drop. So just absolutely insane. So I'm gonna try to get some shots, video and photo and stuff for social, trying to do it all. Next time maybe I'll bring someone else with me, but yeah, things look amazing, so I'm stoked. All right, so that was so dope to see, but things are looking very good. They still got to finish up the inside tags, so I'm going to pick these up next week, but got a few shirts to take for the road in the meantime to start getting out there in some content. So very, very exciting day.
What's an unk?
No, it's like when someone's like old, like an old head, a boomer. Come on, Unc. Like your uncle doesn't know like about like what's cool and trendy and like, oh, you're an Unc. All right, guys, so it is now the next day and we have been packing up orders basically since the last clip of yesterday. So as you can see, we got a bunch of orders already packed up over here. We still have a ton more to go through. A couple videos back, I showed my very first drop ever. You guys should go check that out. But in every single order, you get kind of this brand message card that kind of has the brand statement right there. I'm handwriting welcome to the culture and the drop number on each one. I want to do that for as many drops as I can while it's still manageable, but already this drop is a lot of orders. So you get one of those cards and then also 2 stickers, a little lab culture there and the circle one as well. And then I'm throwing in a couple of these. This is a sneak peek for some orders coming probably next month, but I'm throwing a few of these into just some random orders. So we're basically just packing orders for the rest of the day, trying to get everything to the post office. But yeah, the support has been absolutely unreal. Oh yeah, and Daphne is feeling left out, so we put her on the counter. Showing off.
Okay, look over here. You got that crazy eye. Jeez.
Okay. Yep. Green, tan, black, orange. What's the name? All right, I'm literally running to the car right now. We just finished packing up everything. We got to take a couple loads to USPS and they close in less than an hour. We're running. All right. All right, we just made it with 12 minutes to spare. Just pulled up to the post office. Look at this load of orders. All right, we got entire back seat filled, front seat, and then the entire back. Absolutely insane. And this isn't even all of them. So crazy support. Last time we filled up half of one of these. This time we have 2 overflowing plus more. So very, very cool to see in person. All right, so absolutely crazy day. We're filming, this is a little iPhone clip on the 16 Pro Max right now, but just got done taking all the boxes to the USPS. We somehow got it done before they closed. I wasn't able to film a whole lot today because honestly, we were running around like crazy to try to get all the orders out today. Amazing launch, absolutely crazy day. It's time to try to get our house back together, and then we're hitting up Chili's tonight to celebrate. All right, guys, so a little bit of time has passed since that last clip. I wanted to take this opportunity to really kind of share some of my final thoughts on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This video kind of represents a mini review of this iPhone. So here's my kind of overall thoughts. It definitely is not a huge jump from last year's model, the iPhone 15. But here are some of my kind of standout things on the 16 Pro Max now that I've used it for a little bit. The upgrade ultra-wide camera, especially when shooting pro raw photos, is a really nice upgrade in my opinion. I would say I use the ultra-wide lens more than anything else on this phone. So that's a welcome upgrade to me every year, even if it is a minimal upgrade. I'm going to notice it. Next up, I would say the battery life is significantly better, at least with how I use my iPhone. My buddy Will kind of caught me up to speed with that a little bit with last year's chip. It just wasn't as optimized, so it would run really hot, which then in return would kind of hurt its battery life. With the 16 Pro Max, the chip inside this one definitely seems to have fixed that. This phone doesn't get nearly as hot as the last one, but when I do heavy tasks like editing pro raw photos in Lightroom, it still does get very hot. Is that something that shouldn't happen ever, or is that something to be expected when you do some crazy tasks like that? I don't know. But overall, the battery life is significantly better, I would say, in this iPhone. Now we gotta talk about that camera button on the side. I'm gonna be honest, it's just not something I've used very often. And from pretty much everyone I've talked to, it seems to be kind of similar thoughts. It's a cool idea. I don't know if it's the best placement that it could be, but I just find myself, maybe just from habit, still just hitting, you know, the camera button on your home screen. And I find myself utilizing things like the action button much more for just different tasks. So I don't know. Is it one of those things where it's just not really that useful, or is it one of those things where it just takes some time to get used to? I guess that's kind of the question, but as of right now, I honestly thought I was gonna use it a lot, and I just truthfully haven't. But the big selling factor is definitely Apple Intelligence. That's obviously what a lot of the talk around the new iPhone was. And that's also kind of what made making this video kind of tricky. Like the last, I think 2 or 3 years now, I've done like, you know, the new iPhone day in the life or different videos kind of like that around Apple products. And I wanted to film that the first week that this phone came out, but Apple Intelligence didn't launch with it. So I kind of had to wait a bit. And then by the time I started recording this video, there's more updates that were coming to Apple Intelligence. So I decided to just kind of wait a second to film this last section so I could actually give some true thoughts on Apple Intelligence. And as of right now, I would summarize it in saying that it definitely is one of those quality of life features. It doesn't seem like it's life-changing or something that I absolutely need, at least right this second. I already covered some of the features earlier in this video, like the rewriting stuff. That's actually really nice. Having a better Siri that when you talk, you can even correct yourself and it'll understand it. That seems like a really nice thing. The things like email summarization or messages summarization is really nice. Is it an absolute thing that I'm dying to have? I don't know if that's the case, but again, all those little quality of life things do really add up. But it's kind of a new territory. AI, Apple Intelligence, all this different stuff. So I'm excited to see what comes out more with it with the future and how I can utilize it in my everyday life even more. So I put a lot of hope and trust within Apple. They usually do a great job. The rollout of the Apple Intelligence was kind of strange. I think everyone would agree with that. But now that it's here, I hope it keeps improving. I hope that's something that I absolutely couldn't live without in the future. So to sum it up, if you have the iPhone 15 Pro Max, there really isn't a reason to upgrade in my opinion. But if you have something like the 13 or anything before and you're wondering if you should upgrade or not, I definitely would say that's a big enough jump. 14 is the one kind of on the fence because it does seem like next year is going to be probably a larger upgrade, at least what the rumors say so far. So it's kind of just up to you. But for myself, I'm on one of those programs where you upgrade every year and just always pay the same rate. So upgrading every year to me, obviously also doing tech reviews, just makes the most sense. And I honestly would say my thoughts are pretty much the same on the iPad mini 7. the iPad mini is my favorite iPad, and I think a lot of us were expecting a larger upgrade, but the iPad mini itself doesn't really have very many flaws with how I use it already. The biggest thing in this was an updated chip and Apple Intelligence, so I'm not gonna complain too much, but Apple, please give us an iPad mini Pro in the future. I know there's a market for it, I know it. But guys, if you stuck around this far into the video, I appreciate you. Let me know down in the comments below. Comment the word or words lab culture if you stuck around this far. I'm just interested to see who's still here. Obviously, a couple of the things in here happened a little over a month ago now, so apologies for the delay. Things have been crazy between the drops, the holidays, the biggest month ever for me from a brand deal standpoint with November. So appreciate you guys rocking with me. I hope you still enjoyed this video. I think there was a lot of value in it, so I wanted to make sure I still got it out. Then 2 pieces of information I wanna leave you with. Number 1, we finally hit 100K on YouTube, which is a lifelong milestone for me. I'm gonna be making an entire video dedicated to talking about that here soon, so stay tuned for that. But I wanna mention it in this video because to celebrate hitting 100K, we're running a couple giveaways on my vertical socials, so IG and TikTok, make sure you tap in over there. I just posted this video where I'm giving away the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to one of you guys. And they're also gonna have a few other things I'm gonna be giving away, some of my favorite Beats products, and then also maybe something else that I showed and talked about in this video too. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you go follow my other socials. And then I know there was some lab culture drops happening within this video. A lot of this stuff is sold out now, but as far as the apparel goes, there are still a few black t-shirts and the black crew necks left in a few of the sizes, but we are almost sold out. So if you want to, I would go over there very soon before they are gone. And if there's anything you guys liked throughout this video from lab culture, let me know what I should bring back in the future. So guys, this is a monster of a video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. 2025 is going to be a year for the books. Mocha says, what's up? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Yeah. Oh, it's dinner time. It's dinner time. My bad.